You know, phone calls from prison really, really, these guys have done an amazing job at putting together a compilation of calls from uh, this Shirley Strawberry and Ernesto, Sonia, Lamont, who else? Dre. This whole thing. It's been a hell of a introduction into the life of Shirley Strawberry. And I'm so thankful for phone calls from prison because without them, we would not have insight into the mind of Shirley and or just the minds of anyone that's in their situation. I mean, who'd think that we would actually be able to hear this stuff, maybe in a court of law, you'd have some insight into what's happening inside of a prison on a jail call. But I'm so thankful that they've put together this particular series. It's this series is most fascinating. I find it so fascinating because the dynamics are just unbelievable. You have Shirley Strawberry, who would seem professional, mature, intelligent. She's on one of the best radio shows. Uh, I mean, I would imagine life would be beautiful for her at this point. So you get her and you get inside, like a very close look into her mind and how she's allowed this man to destroy her life. He has broken down her world. So it's a cautionary tale for women, particularly women of a certain age. But you know what? I'll take that back. It's not even a tale for women of a certain age, but it's a tale for many women of all ages because there's so many women who have gone to prison for years because of their drug dealing husbands, catching cases, robberies, Bonnie and Clyde type stuff. So, I mean, this is a tale, and it really brings forth the light and the fragilities of women, loneliness, a need for love and attention. I mean, you can see that with Sonia. Like this is maddening to see so far two women and two different types of women. You have Sonia, who is from the streets, and then you have Shirley Strawberry, who's not from the streets. But then, for instance, in the call today, you get a taste, an earful on her relationship with her mother. She said her mother loved her, but did not like her. So just imagine what that does to the psyche of a person. So I would imagine someone with her weaknesses, that a man who played to her desire and need for attention could really get inside and either uplift her or, in this case, destroy her. So it's been super fascinating. And just to talk a little bit about the call today, one reoccurring thing that I see with Ernesto is that he really tries to instill fear in her. He's constantly talking about how bad it is out there. So he keeps her in fear. And you can see that she's afraid to move. This woman is afraid to make moves, to make decisions about her life. She's 69 years old. And we're still talking about her getting a car. It's bizarre because if I didn't have a car and had an income, then I'd just go get a car. Pretty simple. I mean, there is a crisis with inventory, but you could still go find a car. It may not be the car you want or the year, but you can go get a car. But she's so fragile. And he plays on it. And today you could really see his anxiety and him wanting to put that divide between she and her daughter Sheraton. Of all the things he has said and done, I find today's conversation to be the most sickening. And I'm a mother. I'm a mother, and sometimes I know that the relationship between parents and their children isn't always perfect. But one thing I can say is that there's no one that should be able to get in the way or in between your relationship with your child. There's no reason for anyone to even speak to that. The only thing someone can add on to your conversation, your anger, just keep on loving. Just keep on loving your child. Sheridan may not be speaking to you or giving you what you need, but keep loving. Never give up. You don't give up on your children. They didn't ask to come here. So you can't give up on them. It's not easy. It's not easy. I know firsthand.